I used to think that motivation was the key. See what gets you up in the morning, something to pump you up, get you ready, what makes you get up, get breakfast, get something to eat, clean up, take a shower, shave. I don't know, it's motivation. Some motivation is intrinsic. That means they find it internally within yourself. Other motivation is extrinsic. That means there's another factor outside of you that gets you up. Maybe it's mom, cousin, brother, wife. Somebody's pumping you up to get you up out of bed. Alarm clock goes off. You got many times where you hit the snooze. You keep snoozing, you're snoozing all day long till you look up and it's time to go. You procrastinate, rush to work. You know how it is. Maybe you forget something. When you snooze, you lose. You hear me? But anyways, working out's the same thing. You got to get up. You got to get motivated. You got to get pumped. But in reality, it's not just motivation. That's a simple, maybe phase one. The real deal is you got to have the discipline. Do you have the discipline to make sure that whatever you plan, whatever your goals are, they get done? So my discipline really is just to try and mix it up so things don't get monotonous. Trying some new stuff here and there, always adding to my style. I'm using basically a Jeet Kun Do style, but then on the flip side, I incorporate the Western boxing, some Tai Chi. My favorite kicks are really Taekwondo because of the chambers. I'm really working on flexibility and mobility so I can get my hips to rotate in a certain way. Kicking is really something that's new for me in the last 3 years or so. I've really got it good to where I can get the head kicks, side kicks, basically 3 different types of roundhouses. Muay Thai roundhouse, which is more of a flat with the shin. I can use the karate traditional roundhouse where I chamber out to the side and kind of spin around. It's a longer, more developed kick. Looks really good, but it takes a little longer to get there. And then really just trying to incorporate the Taekwondo where I'm bringing that knee up as a universal chamber, and then I can snap it by rotating the hips and turning the foot. Really with the Wing Chun is a really new concept for me as well within the last year. I've been using a lot of blocking at the same time and punching. It really helps, but really during the times when it gets tough and it's hard to train, I just try to find different ways to do it. So I just looked around the house, found some things that look cool, that glow. I had a black light, a big tennis ball I used to use to train with that glowed, and then when I turned on the black light, I realized that my bag, one of my heavy bags, a Thai kicking bag, actually glowed. So I was really kind of taken aback and to figure I'd make a video. So hopefully you guys can enjoy and then try to do something to diversify your workouts so you can stay pumped and ready and continue to grow, work on the hard things. The kicks that are hard for me, I just continue to work on them over and over again. The kicks that are easy, I try to leave them in the arsenal. I'll practice them once or twice a day just for a few minutes. But then really the ones that I struggle with, maybe I have trouble with balance, extending fully, snapping, those are the ones that I really concentrate on. One other thing I've been working on a lot is incorporating the elbows into it, and then just working on quick speed. Elbows are really a weapon that you can use at any given time, especially when you're in close proximity. So I like using a slicing elbow, which is basically what I call going side to side. It's actually 2 strokes, one there and one back. I like using a diagonal elbow, which is basically going to come straight up and then straight back down, but only at an angle. And then I like using just a straight elbow with the lead forearm, and basically just bringing it straight up and then straight back down and following it right up with a punch. I use a lot of elbows for blocking. I'll block with an elbow. If somebody throws a jab, right cross, left cross, doesn't really matter. I'll use the elbow to block that punch. It really it's a deterrent really for those that try to throw heavy. You can split a fist, break a knuckle, whatever the case would be. And mainly, I use all this for basically to get a mental edge on anybody else I may come in contact with. I'm in a very dangerous job where at any given time I could be attacked. And so therefore I do want to be prepared, especially as I get older, to throw hands, move, and strategize, basically to understand that there's always somebody in front of you. You can see them, obviously, but then having eyes in the back of your head, keeping your head on a swivel, and then just being prepared to battle if necessary. If all comes to end, it's going to be me, and I'm like a rat in a corner. It's going to be hard to take me down. Once I'm down, I do work on grappling, jiu-jitsu, a lot of different techniques as far as like avoiding takedowns and then fighting from my back are really key. So hopefully in the next probably 3 to 5 years, I'll continue to develop and then pass my skills on to the younger generation. I'm really looking forward to training multiple people, old, young, women, men, doesn't really matter. Children, kids, it really doesn't matter. I think everybody is in a position really to defend yourself. You just never know when you're going to get in a position where you have to use your hands, mind, body, being able to basically turning yourself into a chameleon. You don't know what punches you're going to need, what kicks you're going to need, what self-defense techniques you're going to need. Just be prepared. So 2023, we're ready. You guys take care. Cole is out.